Hi, for those of you that are new to my YouTube channel, my name is Lisa Bain and I write about grief, bereavement, and starting over after loss. I'll put a link in the description box below to my website where you can find my books, blog, and poetry. But that's not what this channel is about. I started this channel a few years ago at the suggestion of my publisher, and it was just one on a many long list of things to do. And it was going to be behind the scenes looks at my travels and my blog and writing process. And I got totally bored with it and immediately forgot about it. So here we are today. My spirit guides, look at me coming out of the woo closet. My spirit guides have been pushing me for longer than I care to admit to do something a little bit different. And so here we are, out for the world to see. I'm going to be sharing information, insights, and channeled messages that I've received along the way of my grief journey in the hopes that we can all work on our collective healing to help raise the vibrational frequency of us as a collective and also as a planet. If you don't know what any of those words mean, don't worry. I didn't either in the beginning. But I will be sharing. And so for those of you that are new to my story, I became a widow 4 years ago, almost 4.5 years now, and started down this process of really diving deep into my grief, wanting to understand it, feel it, embrace it, and then heal from it. And along the way, I developed a strong spiritual connection to a lot of things that we can talk about in the future. No, we won't get into that today, but it's important to know kind of where I'm coming from. And I want to share. So, okay, maybe I don't want to share. I have to share. I honestly don't know what I'm doing here, but here you go. So tomorrow's American Thanksgiving, and I figured that was a good place to start talking about grief and gratitude. And it's really hard to be grateful or thankful or feel human at all when you're in the worst pain of your life. And I was not grateful in the beginning. I was a raw, angry wound and so angry at everyone and everything. But I did eventually get back to my gratitude practice, which became one of the biggest coping tools for me to use in my journey forward. I won't lie, in the early days, sometimes my gratitude list was short. It could be one thing. I'm glad I'm not dead. And there were many days that wasn't even on the list because I wanted to be dead. I didn't want to live in a world without him. So sometimes it was, I'm grateful for my dog. I'm grateful my mom is healthy. I'm grateful for Reese's peanut butter cups, my guilty pleasure. Whatever it is, start small. Why am I sharing this today? Because collectively, we are grieving the loss of what we thought this reality, this life was. And we're all coming to terms with that. And initially, just like our grief, we struggle, we fight, we resist, we're angry, we're scared, we're sad, we're depressed, we're anxious, and that's okay. We have to feel the feelings. Those of you that read my blog know that one of my favorite rhymey lines is, we gotta feel to heal, and then you have to let it go to grow. So we do have to feel the feelings. So never turn away from your feelings. They're part of who we are, and we need to embrace them and love them and let them go. So over time, so even for tomorrow, as you're sitting there in your home or your apartment alone or not with your family, or, there's no turkey or pumpkin pie or whatever your situation may be, feel the feelings, embrace it. It's okay. But then hopefully the next day you'll be able to take a step back, take a deep breath, and find something to be grateful for. So I'll start. I'm grateful for COVID. I'm grateful for the pandemic. I'm grateful for lockdown. How can I say that? It's horrible. People have died. People are suffering. Yes, this is true. But we can also take these things, the worst things, and find moments of beauty in them. Pandemic has been a gift for me. I truly miss my life of travel and my friends and going exploring and adventuring. But I have relished every opportunity to sit in stillness, in silence, and really feel the feelings. I thought I was doing great, and I was, but it's 2020. So even those of us that have our grief sea legs under us are still realizing, whoa, I'm not quite so solid as maybe I thought I was. I call them grief swamp bubbles. They kind of bubble up from the bottom of the methane. And that's what it's been. I've spent plenty of days bawling my eyes out about how awful this is. And in a weird way, flashing back to memories of the leading up in the 24 hours before my husband died right in front of me. And these are all normal things. So if you're feeling those, don't feel bad. Don't feel like you're weak. Perfectly normal. But gratitude is a beautiful thing, and I would encourage you to try it. So there you go. Tip number 1, grief and gratitude. Happy Thanksgiving. And if you have any questions or any topics that you want me to cover, feel free to drop me a message in the comments, shoot me a private email, and love and light to all of you.